Hey, yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy, Mistah Wilson. And you are now tuned in to Wilson Block 100 Radio. Now, check this out, man. We got to go in on this, okay? I got 5 harsh realities politicians distract us from, okay? Real issues, okay? I done wrote a whole lot of stuff on these points, man, so I'm really about to go in. You really gonna want to pay attention to what I got to say about these politicians, okay? Because it's real here in America, and we ain't holding nothing back, and that's what we getting on Wilson Block 100 Radio, okay? The real underground, okay? Bringing the truth straight to you, okay? No doubt. We about to jump into this local music, and when we get back, I'm about to give you 5 harsh realities politicians distract us from, okay? It's your boy, Mistah Wilson, Wilson Block 100 Radio, son. I'll be right back.
I'm just sick of people acting like this rapping shit is magic. Like I sit back with the pen and then poof, it just happens. This shit takes practice on top of more practice. Writing verses just to trash it. My fucking hand is cramping. The switch hands, switch plans, same outcome. Same beat, dope chords, but the words won't come. No verse, no chorus, stuck on line 1. If you don't flow, you'll never know where I'm coming from. And I've been at this shit for years. If it's one thing that I learned, it's always hard to turn your hobbies to careers. Gotta feed off critique. It's like music to my ears when people say I'll never be the man in the mirror. This shit is real as something you could feel when you walking on this road into the arches in your heels. Make you fold till you kneel. Hit the ground, look around and there's nobody near. Finally inspired, then you jot your ideas. I want it all. I want it all, the biggest spot, I want pennies for my thoughts. Everything the world got, I want it all. I want it all. I want it all, the biggest spot, I want pennies for my thoughts. Everything the world got, I want it all. I want it all. It's already 2010. Some say there's only 2 years left to live, but I'm working with less to be the best in the biz. So let me tell you what the strategy is. Rule number 1, you gotta be a trailblazer. Ain't no fucking hiatus when you tryna get paper. Keep an open mind, don't be no stranger to the change up. Develop some clockwork, there's no time to wake up. Rule number 2, see it's okay to dream, but wake up and smell those coffee beans and stay up until the day's done, and I mean it. Even when it ain't fun, break your nuts to make funds hit. Time is money, so don't waste none. Invest to save up. Rule 3, it's a dirty game, so play rough. And we all walk a thin line between freedom and handcuffs. But you gotta eat, and that can mean less love. If they really wanna feature, then they can squeeze up at least a couple bucks. Rule 4, the most important of all the above. I want it all. I want it all, the biggest spot, I want pennies for my thoughts. Everything the world got, I want it all. I want it all. I want it all, the biggest spot, I want pennies for my thoughts. Everything the world got, I want it all. I want it all. In this music is where I find peace. So when I finally die, let me rest in beats. But as long as I'm alive, I promise I won't sleep until the day that the revolution's on TV. I'm multi-talented, but the rest of those are useless. Cause when it comes to rap, I was born to do this. You can hold me to it, rather you just listen cause it's shown in the music. And I ain't gotta prove shit, but when you're an artist, your art speaks for itself. And when your art is speech, say what you felt. And that is only me, and I can speak for myself. Never had a problem speaking up, don't need your help. Well, maybe from my mic, but nobody else. And I know what my future holds, and I ain't psychic, but sometimes I like to think that I am. Cause one day I die, till then I squeeze this game like a Heimlich. I want it all, bitch. I want it all, the biggest spot, I want pennies for my thoughts. Everything the world I want it all. I want it all, the biggest spot, I want peace for my thoughts, everything the world got, I want it all. I want it all.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to Wilson Block 100 Radio. Okay, I'm about to hit you with 5 harsh realities from politicians. 5 harsh realities politicians distract us from. Okay, 1 is homelessness. Okay, far too often citizens are blamed for being displaced as a result of private development deals. Okay, closed by politicians. Okay, countless developments currently sit empty and vacant while city councils constantly approve new deals. I mean, what's up with that? They're driven by the capitalist mindset, and so while they are in office, they scramble to bring as much revenue to the city as they can, even filling their own pockets in the process. We got to start paying attention to the bigger motives these politicians have, okay? Politicians, to me, are like coaches no one asked for. But since they still have to get paid, that means you still have to deal with them, okay? Like I've mentioned before, how come there has been no campaign for maintaining a decent quality of life for all citizens? Because their agenda doesn't include you in the winner's circle. And that's all you really need to know, okay? To understand who or what is really against you out here, okay? Rent control, rental process obstacles, these things are never addressed and tackled. You know, the things that actually matter, okay? Politicians aren't here to change much, but to help us manage the empirical tyranny imposed by our federal government. The problem with our government is that they sincerely believe that whatever they say goes, even if they are wrong, and that they should be excused for such. Okay, moving on to number 2. Congressmen sit for like 50 years. Okay, here's another thing politicians distract us from. Harsh realities politicians distract us from. The president, the face of the country, sits for a maximum of 8 years, okay? And that's not even for sure, you feel me? But you wonder why nothing changes in this country, and it's because our so-called leaders are Masonic devil worshippers. And because of that, they're not giving up their seat, my dude, okay? These are how racist values have been knitted into the thread of our communities. This is how generations are silenced. Congress needs to be reevaluated, okay? Look how long it took for them to adjust the federal minimum wage while prices across the board increased, okay? Taxes for everything on everything, okay? Even transaction tax has a damn tax, okay? How do you tax the payroll department and the employee to cash his or her check? How do you charge sales tax and an income tax? Why is this not questioned and instead passively encouraged? A nice income check is nice, but at the expense of empowering a machine that is deliberately used against you is wild, okay? Until Congress has new term limits placed on it, we'll forever be headed down a path of destruction. You don't have to take my word for it. Just look at where we're at today. You want to sit down for 50 years and get paid top dollar for it? Then you can also accept responsibility for the downside as well. Moving on to number 3, broken homes, okay? Politicians have worked hard to supplement the man in the house with welfare and child support, particularly in the black household here in America. I'm a prime product of this. Politicians got it to where there are too many single mothers and children missing out on such a vital parental element. By taking the man out of the house, strips the family of a balanced structure, okay? I'm not saying mothers can't raise kids on their own, but honestly, it's a sad situation, okay? So much of our generation has been raised without fathers that to even bring it up might piss some people off. And this is why they say the truth hurts, man. It's true that most people can't handle it. I mean, there's even truths that are even too much for me to bear. But politicians have effectively caused broken homes by way of volatile policy. And as a result, we have too many children who may never find their way in life. Okay? This is crazy, man. It's really just this crazy. Check it out. Let's go ahead and continue. They distract us, number 4, they distract us from the fact that they are the real criminals. They developed a system to help you fail. After growing up in a broken home, chances are pretty high that no one is going to direct you to the path of winning, okay? You are prone to being taken advantage of for what you don't know but should know, okay? Why do we openly teach lies to children in grade school? That's a clear sign of war, okay? If business and credit is so abounding in this country, why are we not taught at least the basic principles of finance so that we have a better chance of success? Not just how to count, okay, but what to expect, okay? The truth. Number 5, the truth. 5 harsh realities politicians distract us from is the truth, okay? And what's the truth? Now listen, when we're born, we are raised to believe that we are sovereign citizens and that we can essentially live however we want. But after discovering the truth for ourselves, we learn that selfish ambition is a trait of evil. Doing just whatever you want is the philosophy of the devil, okay? They proactively block us from the truth for one basic reason, okay? Because really, we don't even need them. But they need us to need them so that they have some matter of relevance, right? And yes, we know that they're willing to kill and imprison and to relinquish their powers. The truth is that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, came to earth to die for our sins and imperfections so that we don't have to suffer the same fate as those who exploit us, okay? It's your boy, Mistah Wilson, Wilson Block 100 Radio. I want to thank y'all for rocking with me. Now, I done talked too much in this episode. I ain't really got much time for another local song. Let me see if I can pull one up here, man. There's not much time left, you know what I'm saying? So if I could find one real quick, I can't find one real quick, man. There's too many songs to go through, man. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out here. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Always on MrWilson.com, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'm out.